Hello everyone and welcome to episode 19 of Artanis215's Let's Play. It's been a while since episode 18, a couple weeks, two and a half weeks or so. But I I would like to apologize for that. I've been trying to record more frequently, but I haven't had a lot of time to play. Um, I mean, I've had time to play, but I haven't had time to record because it's been late at night when I've been able to play. And at late at night I can't record because I can't be even remotely loud, which means no audio. So yeah. Anyways, uh, just a couple of things have changed around the world. Nothing too drastic. Let's go ahead and sleep through this night really quick. I took all the half slabs out of this room. That was one of the changes that happened. Hello, your guest. Trophy thing. Um, Also we have a gateway, and I'll show you that in a little while. But we'll go through the changes that have happened back here at the main base. The first big change is I never showed you guys where I went. So I went to this fortress way over here, and I demolished it with my Icorium pickaxe, and I could not find a portal to save my life. I seriously looked everywhere, guys, and I have yet to find a portal. I used like 2 stacks of Eyes of Ender, and I literally just ripped this place apart with my Icorium pickaxe, and I couldn't find anything. So what I did is I went to creative mode. Like, here's the ocean. What's that? That's oil. That's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. And then we're in this field of, what is this biome? Ocean. And then we have all these lovely geodes from Railcraft. Hi, oh hi Enderman. Yeah, go ahead and teleport up here after me. I dare you. Yeah, no, not that one. Yeah, cool. I actually should explore this a little bit more. It's a pretty cool area. But I tore that thing apart and I couldn't find it. So what I ended up doing, I'm actually trying to avoid using my map, so I've been using spells and Ars Magica stuff more frequently. Like, this is how much I explored that thing. I have 43 essence berry bushes. Seriously, that's just an absurd amount of essence berries. But so what I instead ended up doing is I made a portal to the end under here. So that's that. I went and fought the Ender Dragon. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Let me just tell you, this Shadow Beam focus, it's overpowered against the Ender Dragon. Didn't stand a chance. There's the Dragon Egg, and that's something kind of neat as well. We're gonna go somewhere today. But the first changes, I guess we'll go through the base changes first, and then we'll go to Ars Magica room and Thaumcraft base. So the first major change is I rewired this room a bit. If we go downstairs, no more geothermal generators or semi-fluid generators. I ran a power line from the MFSU over here into the MFE and into the line itself. So there's a split here. This prevents it from looping back into the MFE and causing a power feedback loop, but allows us to directly power with high voltage or with medium voltage all of these machines along here. So, and that might be wrong. I might need an MV transformer. But whatever. Got some crystal memory going on. I haven't used this at all. I should, but I've had a mining operation going on and I have so much resources, it's just stupid. Like, yeah. We could burn through them in a day, probably. But yeah, we don't need to. this thing's still running strong. Actually, another change that happened is downstairs, all the way downstairs. Oh yeah, in here, a little bit more power room upgrades. We have a new upgraded extra utilities, so we have a heated redstone generator. We just what put redstone in there and we can generate some RF if we need it in emergencies. We also have a glacial precipitator making ice. So we've got 1024 of those. Our blast furnaces finished that stack of steel that I had them doing. And in the very farthest reaches of the basement, all the way downstairs, we have another boiler. So we've got 2 boilers running now, full steam ahead, pumping into 1 tesseract for our steam distribution frequency. And then over here, I just put in some orange and green lamps for decoration and some gray ones in the floor. I just thought it looked nice. So that's that. And then I managed to acquire, that got bigger, all of the trophies from open blocks. I did a lot of hunting to get those. A lot of hunting. Hence the level that I'm at. And I'll show you a little bit more on that later. We also have 2 more crystallizers down here because I was processing a bunch of cobalt and ardite from the nether and I got sick of waiting around. So put those in there and let them go over here and get smelted. So this room hasn't changed at all. And then I have added some more recipes to the AE system. Yeah. These are nice. Compression dynamos, and then we have steam dynamos and glass and stuff for other things. And yeah, in here I have a bibliocraft room with the Mistcraft stuff. So we have Mistcraft set up. We have all of our different books with I think pretty much all of the symbols. I've been collecting them off camera since pretty much episode 1. And then we have some spruce shelves. These books, I don't know if this glitch works anymore. It wasn't even a glitch. It was just kind of something that happened. I was out exploring and this dungeon chest, I don't think this is supposed to happen. Kind of like in like 2 seasons ago, I had diamonds spawn at like Y64. It was really stupid. But I have some copied books because I found this pickaxe, this pickaxe of the core, I think, from Thaumcraft that has those enchants on it. And I pulled them off and put them back on. It was very expensive. But this thing makes this mine like there's no tomorrow. It's absolutely insane. And as you can see, I've been using that to my advantage. Just a little bit. So eventually we're going to have something automated in an age. I just need to figure out how to write stable Mistcraft ages because I'm fairly terrible at it right now. And then we have our chest here with this stuff. I made 4 more resident energy cells, so we have a total of 16. And this is our project for today. But aside from that, we'll head up to this base really quick. I haven't done much here aside from I put in this guy. We have an MFSU and an HV solar array. And when we turn this thing on, it connects. And I reprogrammed this guy so we can actually, if we're in, I think, 32 blocks of this station when it's on, we can access our AE system, which is nice. And then we just have this hole still. Lots of work to do on this base. I need to get the bridge in first, though. And then up here we have 5 lamp of growth. I shut down the mana beam farm. I took the turtles offline and moved the lamps back over here, and I crafted 1 more. And we're just gonna kind of let this thing do its thing for right now. I'm not fussed about ender lilies because I went to the end and I have just tons of them now, and tons of ender pearls and more at my disposal if I just go there and kill endermen. So this is just kind of fun. Um, I think that's it for this base. Let's head over to the Ars Magica 2 base. So how you program these keystones, at least in the version that I have, is you need to shift right click on a keystone door and you can program them. So here's the Ars Magica 2 room. Not much has changed here aside from in the basement. We now have another a nighttime light nexus with the moonstone and another normal light nexus with the blocks of diamond because I was burning through essence repairing tools. So, and then back here we have this because our gateway's up there now. So not too much in the way of changes, but some nonetheless. And this is our Thaumcraft room. It now just has gold because I don't need anything more than that to power it. And then we have our recharge focuses around the room. Up here we have a hungry node that I managed to capture. Unfortunately, it's fading, so I'm just going to keep it in the jar. I don't want it to go away. It's kind of neat to have a node like that. And then we have an ender chest for a project that I have planned with some alchemy, which it involves automated alchemy. So we'll be getting to this either this episode or next. I'm deciding on which project I want to do, and then we have this ME chest from up there, right here, with all of our infusion stuff in it. Because for those of you who don't know, in the new Thaumcraft 4.1 update, all of this stuff changed. So yeah, the piping system we had doesn't work anymore at all. So we're gonna build out another Thaumcraft base underneath this building in the mountain, and that should be good. And then up here, instead of that stuff, we have these infernal furnaces for fun. I'll probably end up moving the enchantment setup into here and making it look cool. And then I'll have like an infernal furnace or two down here. Probably two. Maybe three, I don't know. Yeah. Cool. And then boom, back home. Do not, by the way, unless you want to get locked out of this chest and have to remake one of these types of runes, don't shift click it in here and close it because it goes into this keystone slot and that will lock the chest unless you have that specific keystone pattern in your inventory or in your hand when you right click this chest. So make sure you move this, and then these are just books that tell me which one it is. There's literally nothing in these books. It's just bam, blank page, so that I can easily identify it. We've got a pretty decent bee collection going, and pretty sure that's all that's changed. The wisp spawner that I had captured no longer works. I don't think the wisps. I can't find a spawn wisp. There are lots of spawn eggs, but there's none for a wisp. The only wisp in the game now is this wisp of silk stuff from forestry, so that's unfortunate. It makes me a little bit sad that we can't have those guys at our disposal for more ethereal essence now. But I did farm them a fair bit beforehand, so we're pretty decent on some of them. And I broke some nodes. Not intentionally, it just happened as I was going to town with my Icorium pickaxe in the mines. So, stuff happens, what do you do? I'm having issues keeping a clear train of thought today. So let's make our portal to the Deep Dark. The Deep Dark is an extra utilities thingamajig. We're gonna have to be pretty quick about this. Does dividing by diamond not do stuff anymore? Does it no longer work? Yeah, it works. Does it not work in that crafting table is the question. Oh, it doesn't. That's interesting. Okay, so we're doing it in this one then. So basically what we need to do is we need to get these. Let's just fill our bottom inventory rows. So that way when I shift click, it doesn't end up down here. It'll end up in this area right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make, let's make sure this. Oh wow, that makes a lot of 100. That's hilarious to me. Okay, so we need 1 quadruple, 4 triple, and those like that. So we have 4 triple, 1 quadruple. So let's do this. 3, 4, boom, boom, boom. Cut it a little close, but we made it. So we've got our portal to the deep dark. We'll put our division sigil back into our AE system. So this place is nasty. You're gonna want to have lots of torches. Where do we want to put this? We'll put it in our portal room. I'm considering this the portal room. We'll plop it right there. Yeah, we'll put it right there. And then we're gonna go get a link book from Mistcraft. So let's get a link panel, and I don't remember exactly how to do this. Do you put it in here? No. I'm sorry guys, I honestly don't remember how to do this. It's been so long since I've played with Mistcraft that I don't remember how to... That wasn't supposed to happen. Where'd that other link panel go? Oh, right there. Yeah. I don't remember how to make these things. Bookbinder. Link panel. I'm gonna have to get on the wiki. I'll be right back. It's a lot easier than I thought it was. I just needed to do this. Bang! Not too difficult at all, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get a stand and then we'll go ahead and make one more of these. So let's link this one to our portal room. We'll put it right in this corner. Maybe right here. Okay. And then the other one will be when we get there. So let's go to the deep dark. Boom. Downloading terrain. Okay, so there's our portal back. And this room is full of torches. I believe you start fairly high up. We'll find out. Yep. So you start at the roof of the deep dark. And down here is all sorts of badness. So we're eventually going to build a mining rig that's just going to destroy the deep dark. So yeah, we've gone to the deep dark now. It's not a friendly location. So what I think we might do is make a link book to here and then leave. All right, so now, so that one goes to the Underdark, the Deep Dark. And this one, we'll put it up here for right now. And this will take us home. And then we can put a linking book right here that takes us down there. All right, cool. That's good enough for me. We'll explore the Deep Dark later, I promise, guys. But for right now, I think I want to do some automated alchemy today. So maybe we make, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and get something. First, however, I want to make 16 of those and 2 of those. All right. And then we'll go down here and grab this guy. That's my charging station, by the way. And we're going to want a crafting terminal. And everything appears to be working. Also, I installed this, which is a kill switch. So let's just say for whatever reason, we run out of lava because the pump runs dry, which it shouldn't. At least not anytime soon, because I just barely moved it. And we run out of power. If I flip that switch, it's going to kill everything but like this drive through that interface. Everything else on the network goes offline. So instead of consuming a ton of power, which we are right now, we're consuming, about 666. It's kind of funny. RF per tick right now, because you just take this number and times it by 10, and that's about the conversion rate for MJ to RF. It's a 10 times conversion rate. Why are we making basic processors? Or not making them? We'll just reset this. It should. So we've got those. Do we have our... We do have our crafting terminal. That's good. So it's having issues making basic processors. That might fix it. No? Alright. So we need 15 more. There we go. Sometimes this thing gets stuck just because I'm pretty sure it's because I have that 7x7 crafter in the basement, and that gives us issues sometimes. The reason I'm doing this is I want to basically just do a really quick dirty setup over there upstairs with an AE system, just an extension of this one really quickly. Right, so that's done. And then we'll go ahead and get our singularities out of here. And we're going to need to build a room for these eventually. But for right now, I am going to just kind of do something derpy. Like that, right? And then put one of those in there. And then how much do these transfer? 400 RF per tick, that'll do. We're gonna need a couple more. And then we'll do the front can output. Okay, so this guy's active. And now if we go over to our Thaumcraft base, and we set something similar up, I'm gonna drain that guy pretty quickly. We have all of our stuff accessible, which is good. So I'm not, all right. So let's go ahead and get to crafting with this stuff. So we're going to need quite a bit of stuff actually. We're going to need a couple of chemical furnaces. We're going to need 2 alembics on one and 1 on the other. We're going to need 4 alembics total. So let's get some of these V filters crafted up. V filters, let's do that, and then we'll get out some silver wood. So we're going to need 4 of these, I said. The phone is going off in the background, oh dear. Alright, so 4 V filters, and then we need some iron, gold, and some buckets. We're going to need 4 of these buckets. So we've got some of that, and some of that. We'll make 4 buckets. These go down here, I believe. That goes there, and then it's iron and gold. Yep. Put that in there. Get our 4 arcane alembics. And then I think we're gonna need 2 alchemical constructs. So we're gonna need 4 more V filters. There's 4 more V filters. Those go like that. We need some great wood planks. We're gonna need a couple of those. And then we're going to need some essentia tubes. 4 per. And then we need just 2 essentia valves, so we only need that much. You know what we can do? Run upstairs and get some levers. Yeah, that's definitely draining. You know what we can do? We'll turn it off unless we need it. Alright, so I believe to make these, all we need is maybe it's a recipe that involves V. It is. So we have those. We're going to do that, those, and these. Pull out those alchemical constructs. Then we're going to need another crucible really quick. So we'll go ahead and get that. And we're going to want a piece of nitor. Do we have any nitor in here? We've got one piece of nitor. That's beautiful. So let's set this up upstairs, I'm thinking. So we're going to want... Is this only a one thick floor? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. We'll just... Yeah, we'll do it right in the center of that wall. And we can set this up right here instead. There. So we'll set this guy up right here. So we're gonna need, we might want to just set it up here. Yeah, we'll do this. And now that mysterious magnet is freaking out. All right. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Be quiet. That's what it was trying to get, so we can probably just turn this guy back on now. And we'll need another piece of strengthened glass, so. All right, so going to want our nitor right here. I'm trying to kind of speed build this because I don't want, I'm pretty sure we're already over the episode length because of explaining what had gone on in the base. So we've got our alchemical construct. And now we're going to need a couple of alchemical, alchemiker. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Grab out some of this stuff. So we need a couple of alchemical furnaces. So we need a crucible and some arcane stone brick, or just blocks. So we're going to need 2 furnaces. Do we have any arcane stone blocks in here? Nope. But I can certainly make some. Then we're gonna need, we'll get some more iron. Yeah, let's go get some more iron from up here. We'll leave this guy on. I'm not fussed. We're not going to run out of energy by the time I'm done with this, so. Go into here. All right. So those furnaces and the blocks, and then we can pull those out and put those away, and that away, and that away. All right, cool. So now go back up here. We're going to set these up like this. Okay. And then we need our limbics. And we're going to need that ender chest. We might need another ender chest, but I'm hoping not. I'm making alumentum for better Essentia distillation, not for a power source as Direwolf was. So yeah, we got some charcoal. This is hooked up to our tree farm, so we will never have issues with running out. And charcoal, have I not ever scanned charcoal, really? Stupid magnet. Okay. So this has Perdido and Ignis, or Potentia and Ignis. And this guy is going to do, we're gonna need, what frequency of ender chest do I have? My Uber production of cobblestone on. Because I have a chest that does cobblestone and sends it here from my massive factory. Gray, gray, gray. Apparently I need some stone bricks. That's okay though. So now we're gonna make an ender chest. Okay. So this guy has you know what, it might be locked. It is, okay. That's fine. And do that. Go upstairs. So now we'll get our ender chest out, our gray chest. And we will pump with a item duct. We've got some impulse item ducts, so we'll go ahead and use them. And we also have some servos. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and set this guy here and get our wrench. And we'll just say enabled all the time. He'll pump those into the top. We'll just turn on magnet mode for right now instead of the magnet itself. And then, one second. So, what we're going to do is, in my testing world, I have this set up with logistics pipe network, but because of where we're building this out, I'm just going to do it a little bit easier on myself. So we're gonna rotate this guy like that, and then we're gonna, okay, so that guy can round robin. Can this guy round robin? No. That's fine. You know what? I wonder if I can just put a chest there as a buffer. So if I put a chest here as a buffer, it'll just pretty much even the divide just by nature of the way these item ducts work, which is fine by me. And then I think we'll want to do we're going to want a few covers. Where's my saw? Okay. So let's get out our wand. And we'll just cover these guys up. Like that. And then it still looks nice, right? Okay. So we want to pull out of here and put into here for charcoal, into the top slot. So I'm going to cover both of these to make it look nice. And then I'm going to do this. And then what we're going to do is set this guy up to whitelist charcoal. So that way, I'm going to set these like this, ignoring redstone. And this chest is going to whitelist, or it's going to blacklist charcoal. Okay, so we put some charcoal up here. And then we're going to need to get some of that going. Okay, so instead of doing that, we'll just whitelist Elementum. And then we can turn this guy on. Okay, so the Elementum went over there, and you know what, we'll change this to a stack size of 1. And now we're going to go get some labels and a void jar. And a bit of tubing. So do I have... I don't think I have any void jars, but I do have some extra jars. And I've got 5 labels on me. Okay, so how do I make a void jar? I need obsidian and an ender pearl. Do I have either of those here? I'm just going to go upstairs and get an ender pearl really quick. Ender pearl. And then we can make our void jar. We're going to need some Essentia tubes as well. Okay. I'm going to overcomplicate this because that's what I do. We're going to do cover to each side of this chest. And then we'll reattach this tubing. And we'll round robin it that way. We're going to have to adjust this system just a touch, guys. So we're going to have our chest up here so that I can pull out and put in like this. Whoops. Whitelist Elementum. And then we'll go bat form for this. So we'll go ahead and put this guy here. Whoops. We need that first. Now we can round robin it like that. So now if I do this, it went all to here. So now we'll do one item at a time, and it should split evenly. And we'll note that it does. So we've got 10 over here and 13 over there. Is this thing empty yet? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we've got 14 here and 15 there, which is fine. So we'll go normal mode, and we can start pulling. What's wrong? Oh, that's right. So we need to pull our catalyst into there. Okay. And we'll put another arcane bellows on this guy just to speed it up a little bit more. Okay. So now we've got charcoal coming in here, and alimentum coming in from the bottom. We need to turn this guy on. And then we'll just micro block this because I don't want to go get the blocks out. Or that's kind of ugly with that chest. So we will go get the blocks out. Fitted right there and there. So eventually this chest will end up with as our surplus, our buffer chest, and then this guy will start to fill up as well. Kind of curious. We'll go get a strengthened glass out really quick. One of these guys. I'm curious as to if this can speed up the oh, we want this wand. Did I use this at all? I did. Can speed this thing along. What if there's anything with more Perdido in it than cobblestone that we can as easily refine? Levers have it in. I wonder how much levers have. Just one, and they have like 4 other aspects, so that's not going to work. Sulfur has it, gunpowder has it in it. How much gunpowder do we even have? I think we have a ton, and I can always get more. Do we not have a ton of gunpowder? No, we don't. Does flint? Flint doesn't. Sandstone does. Sand has some. Sandstone has 4 per. But it also has Terra. We might swap over to that in the future. Add another Olympic on here. And then I could swap this out for a different frequency. But for right now, I think this will work. It's just this draining process that's killing us. So maybe... I'll have to work on that later. I might add in a second alembic or a alchemical furnace setup right here, and then just pipe the Perdido into the top. Or set it up in this corner and pipe it into the top. Something like that, guys. But for right now, we've got tons of this stuff. We're staying stocked. And I think that's going to call this an episode. I'm going to go ahead and disassemble the setup that we have here because we no longer need it. This should be completely self-sufficient. And yeah, it should just run itself for the most part. I'll come and check on it every now and again, but aside from that, I think we're pretty... What do I have? Like, oh, that's why. And then I have this out of its bag. And then that goes, okay, I'm good. We'll turn this off. But I'm gonna finish cleaning up this setup, and then I'll catch you guys in episode 20. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.